Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Lightning Gaming. So guys, in this video I'm gonna show you how you can go anywhere on the map in Conan Exiles, even early game, without needing to worry about the heat or cold. Now the great thing about this is that you don't need to craft any kind of armor to protect you from the heat or cold. There's simply a few things that you need to do that I'm gonna show you in this video. Also guys, if you are new to my channel, please remember to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. But with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, now to do this, the first thing you are gonna need to do is get yourself some silver coins. Now of course, even early game it's very easy to get silver coins, but this over here is my favorite location to go to early game to get a bunch of these. And that is gonna be the abandoned silver mine dungeon. Now over here you're not gonna have to fight any kind of enemies, you simply need to run straight to the first big room in the silver mine dungeon. For the new players that doesn't know about this, I'll just quickly show you. Do note that my character is only level 8 just to show you that it's super easy even early game to do this. So once you get into the silver mine dungeon, you are just gonna run straight past all these enemies. Now I would suggest not trying to fight them, especially if you don't have any good weapons like I have right now, if you are still early game. However, once you get past all of these, and you get to the big room, you simply need to go to your left, and on your left you will see a bunch of crates. You are just gonna jump on that, just climb all the way to the top. This is the easiest way that I found to do this. So you're just gonna go up here, just you need to be fast because there's gonna be skeletons that's gonna try and attack you. Once you get up here, you simply need to climb up until you reach the platforms. Now a lot of times you can get a bunch of star metal tools and stuff like that in these crates as well, but for this video the only thing I'm gonna be focusing on is getting a bunch of silver coins, which you are gonna need to protect yourself from the cold, which I'll show you a little bit later in this video. So once up here, you're just gonna climb from one platform to the other until you loot all the chests, and normally you will end up with more than 200 silver coins. Sometimes you will end up around 150, but still you will always get a bunch of silver coins in here. Like you can see guys, this time I was able to get a good amount of silver coins. Now normally you would get more, but another thing that I need to show you is look at all the good tools that I got. I even got star metal tools. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite location for early game. I know a lot of players like to go to Sailbag Hollow instead, but honestly I would just hit both of these locations. Now after you get your silver coins, you are gonna go to Samaran right over here on the map, right next to the silver mine, and you want to go to this area right over here. Once you reach that spot, you are gonna see that there's gonna be a bunch of merchants. Now you want to go to the second one over here, and he is gonna sell you some spiced pork for only 1 silver coin each. Now because it is so cheap, you can basically just buy as much as you want to. Now also keep in mind, if you don't want to go to the silver mine dungeon, you can just look around for the chests in Samaran City. You will also be able to find a bunch of silver coins there. But now that you have your spiced pork, the next thing you are gonna do is you are gonna head over to the Mounds of the Dead. And the reason for that is we are gonna go over there and kill the Sumerian Berserker to get his armor. That is also gonna help you a lot to protect you against the cold if you use that with the spiced pork. Now guys, I think everybody knows this by now, but just in case there's a new player or two watching this video, in order to find the Sumerian Berserker, you are gonna head to this location right over here on the map, over at the Mounds of the Dead. And the great thing about this NPC is after you kill him, he will always drop you some Samaran Steel armor pieces, which is great especially for early game. Now I was lucky enough to find a great sword in the silver mine dungeon, but even if you have no weapon, you can just craft stone daggers and you would still be able to kill this NPC quite easily. Just remember to throw a bedroll in the area just in case you die, but you shouldn't have a problem taking this one down. Now if you get really lucky, this one will drop you all of the Samaran Steel pieces at one time, but a lot of times you might have to kill it 1 or 2 times before actually getting the entire set. So I'm just gonna go and bring down this Berserker and we will see which armor I got. Alright guys, so this time I did manage to find 3 pieces of Samaran Steel armor, which is not bad, but like I said, sometimes you need to kill it multiple times before actually getting a full set. But after you get your spiced pork and your Samaran Steel armor, you will now be able to go to the coldest places on the map. Now there are some places that you are still gonna take damage, but for the most part you can go wherever you want to in the cold, and because you can move around in the snow biome now without worrying about taking damage, damage, the next thing you want to do is you want to come and grab some ice, which will allow you to go to the volcano as well. Now a very easy way to get some ice, number one, is just to harvest the stones in the snow. But for me personally, the way I like the most is just harvesting this ice on top of the river. So all you are gonna need to do that is just gonna be any type of pick. And in order to go to the volcano biome, the only thing you will be needing is ice. So after you get this, you are ready to go to the hottest places on the map as well. So I'm just gonna grab a pick over here and I'm gonna harvest this ice. Like you can see guys, super easy to get. Let me just hit it actually, there we go, pretty easy to farm up a bunch of this. So yeah guys, if you are looking to get some recipes in the cold and hot places on the map, early game in Conan Exiles, this is all you need to do. With this you will be able to travel almost anywhere on the map in Conan Exiles. Now of course later game you are gonna try and get yourself a redeemed Legion armor set or something like that, which will work much better than this. But for early game I would say it's perfect. Like you can see, if I go over to the volcano now and I start taking damage from the heat, the only thing I need to do is just use 1 or 2 pieces of ice and I will be good to go. But that's about it for this video. I hope this helped for those of you guys that asked me about this, how to get to hot and cold locations on the map, early game in Conan Exiles. Let me know what you think about this, if you think it's gonna work or if you are gonna use it. But until next time guys, cheers, see ya.